The third shot dive, the most fun, but also one of the most difficult shots in pickleball. Some people call it the topspin third, or I think some people call it the third shot drip. I think Zane calls it the drip. I don't know. You can correct me in the comments, but I did a video about this 6 years ago, and I want to do another one about this shot. It's hard. This is a hard shot. Understand that before we do anything here. First things first, when it comes to the third shot dive, the topspin third, it's all about your opponent. If you're just gonna do this shot nilly-willy, like, ah, yeah, I feel like doing a third shot dive, it's gonna end in disaster. You have to wait for the right return. What's the right return? Number one, the ball is somewhat high and is either flat or it has backspin on it. If the return coming over has a lot of topspin on it or it's very fast, this shot is going to be very difficult to do, because what you're gonna do is come up and then you're gonna swipe up on the ball like this. If the ball is coming towards you very quickly, that's going to be hard to do. So the return has to be soft and it's got to have a little bit of backspin, or it's got to be flat. I want you to look at it from this angle. Okay, Linda's going to feed me a shot from the kitchen line just to practice. Okay, the shot has to be high and soft like that. That's the beginning of this whole thing. Now, the topspin stroke. How do we do a topspin stroke? First and foremost, if you've got yourself just kind of a regular continental grip here where the V points towards your chin like this, what you got to do as a right-hander is you got to rotate that grip to the right like this. Now this capital V, when the paddle is even like this, when it's going straight down, is pointing towards my right shoulder. This capital V towards my right shoulder. That's how you do a topspin grip. And you even got to go even further over like that, to where the paddle is really flat like this. Like if I just kind of swing naturally, notice how the face is sort of pointing down. That's the key to doing this. A quick intro to topspin. Pretend like there's water on your hand. Fling the water off of your hand by doing this. Relax your wrist and then wave high. Keep that palm face forward when you wave high. Fling the water off, relax your wrist, relax. Wave high. Now grab your paddle. Fling water off your paddle with that grip, okay? Wave high. That's just a basic topspin stroke. And you're gonna do that with the third shot on the right return, and you're gonna have absolute, complete, and total, utter confidence, and you're gonna commit to the shot. You have to commit. If you don't commit, good luck. I'm serious though. To begin learning the shot, I don't recommend that you start from the baseline. Just start from here instead, and really learn how to do this basic topspin stroke. Start down here, and then just push straight up. Cool. And you're just gonna practice this stroke. It's exactly what you wanna do. Come down, slowly come up on the shot. If you hit it too high, hitting that, don't worry about it. You're just getting used to this stroke. Sometimes what will happen on these strokes is when you come through, you'll stay on your same side here. I call that a same side topspin forehand. Sometimes we don't want to cross over. It can be easier just to stay on this side. Let me show you real quick. People do this a lot, like this. Notice how I'm just coming straight up on it. The key is to not cross your eye line. So don't cross over. If you see your paddle whooshing across your eyes like that, then you're not doing a same side forehand. Like that. That can help as well to get started. This will also help too if the ball is really deep like this. If it's deep back here, it's gonna help you get topspin on the ball even though it's very deep. But if the ball is out in front of you, then you wanna do that more traditional stroke where you cross over. As you get more comfortable, start to back up towards the baseline and then start to swing up on that ball a lot harder. On that last one, it dipped right by the kitchen line there. I hardly grazed that ball, and that's what it's gotta feel like, guys. It's gotta feel like you're just barely grazing it. If this feels like a third shot drive, that means you're coming too far forward. You gotta come up. You gotta come straight up on that ball. Barely grazing that ball. It's almost like a miss hit. There you go, like that. And look, it's pretty deep, right? But it doesn't really matter. So I'm gonna fling my paddle down, wave high, like that. Fling my paddle down, wave high. Let your wrist be loose. Let your arm be loose. You gotta be relaxed here. Be relaxed as you're doing this stroke. If it's too low like that, you really can't do a third shot dive when it's really low like that. I almost let go of my paddle. That was so loose. One thing that can help too is to try not to accelerate too much. I'm gonna do this one a lot slower than I typically do. That can really help to try to really slow down on this swing. What's gonna happen, by the way, they're gonna volley that shot. When they do, that's gonna put backspin on the ball. Remember, my topspin is their backspin. So when that comes over, it's gonna land short in the kitchen somewhere. You gotta book it up, hit that shot. Remember, it's gonna have backspin on it. So you gotta be ready for that. There you go. See, that one was really deep. That was more of a drive. I could feel that. I could feel that forward impact with my stroke. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna really focus on keeping it out front and coming straight up. Out front, straight up. There you go, that's better. Really gotta make sure I'm out front here. Try not to take the paddle back too far, because when you take it back, which you've probably seen me do a billion times by now, you have to come forward. And if you have to come forward, you're putting forward trajectory on that shot. That is the third shot dive. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. I'm exhausted because it's like 100 degrees out here. I have some more videos on my channel about the third shot. I'm gonna link them up here. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you over there.